Good morning, Chelsea. Yes, happy Friday to you. I'm very happy to be here with Beth Conway. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, so again, I have some of your work here. Tell me a little about what you do.
Well, I'm a ceramic scientist at Corning Incorporated here in town.
Okay.
And I also have an art studio as a side hustle. And that's where I do some paintings and pottery. And
Okay.
the studio is also open to the community,
Wow.
where I do beginner lessons and people can come in and use the equipment.
Oh, perfect. So that's a lot, again, so much, and you actually help out the community a lot too, which I'm excited to get into. We're here, again, talking with Beth through 7 o'clock, so right off Market Street. We have the door open, so again, if you're walking your dog, walking to get your coffee, maybe out of a mug like this, you can come on and check the work out. But stick with us through 7, and we'll be here with Beth learning all about her work. Well, Beth, thank you again so much. We're here with Beth Conway here back on Market Street right in Corning. Again, every Friday we're doing this through the summer. Now joined by some of one of your paintings here, and this is how you got into your artwork, correct? Painting?
Yes.
Can you tell me about it and how you got into it?
Sure. So I've always drawn my whole life, and then I've really enjoyed that. But then I went to a fundraiser where they were doing a paint night.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed the colors, working
Beautiful
with the
colors
colors.
back here.
And so I liked working with the colors, and I just started working that way instead of with just pencil.
This is incredible colors back here. I love that. That's my favorite. I love
Thank you.
all the colors in the back. When did you make this one?
Last year.
Beautiful.
This is my father's dream car.
Oh, I love that. Well, again, and then you got also into ceramics and pottery as well. So we're going to have that, like I showed you in the first sit. All that is coming up throughout the next hour. Again, through 7 o'clock, we're here with Beth Conway, so stick with us. Back here with Beth Conway. Again, thank you so much for being here and admiring your painting. And so you painted a lot, and then you also helped out the community with your paintings. Can you tell me a little bit about that and that process? And
Oh, sure.
what you did?
Yes. So I was painting a lot for myself, and then I started to run out of wall space. So
As one does.
I started donating my paintings to local organizations. A lot of times people pre-pandemic would have fundraisers where they would have raffle baskets.
Okay.
And so I would just donate my paintings to those organizations like daycares, Potter's Hands, different groups to
wonderful.
put my paintings into their raffle baskets.
And locally, right? Was Elmira Corning area?
Yep.
Awesome. And then once the pandemic hit, that changed though, but we're going to get to that in a little bit though, because that's amazing what you did there, what you shared with me, so you won't want to miss that. But Chelsea, we're talking about all things now pottery and ceramics. So again, excuse the siren behind us, but that's because we have the door open. So again, we're right off Market Street all morning long through 7 with Beth Conway here. And I want to know a little bit about during the pandemic, once the siren goes by, I hope they're okay though, but once that goes by, whoever that is fine. I want to know a little bit about during the pandemic, you had a very special story that you shared with me, and I want you to share that with the viewers as well, and what happened with your work and your family story.
Sure. Yeah. So when the pandemic hit, we all went into lockdown, and my grandmother was the first recorded death in Steuben County.
I'm so sorry.
And a lot of my family and friends were kind of falling apart around me, and just, you know, as everybody was feeling the stress and anxiety. And so I kind of started painting for the therapy of it. And I decided that I would try to sell my paintings.
Okay.
And I was surprised because I didn't think people would actually purchase them because there were job losses and whatnot.
But they're beautiful.
But to my surprise, people did purchase them. And so I took the money and donated it to various organizations that couldn't do their usual fundraisers.
That's amazing.
And so it just kind of snowballed from there.
That's amazing. That's what really sets you apart, for me at least. You know, that's amazing and very special that you did that. And then you opened something also very special this year after the pandemic. So you've had a good year from something that was so hard. So
Absolutely.
I'm sorry you went through that, but
Absolutely.
It did, I guess, pay off with, we have something special with your pottery coming up in just a little bit. So we'll save that though coming up. So stick with us with more with Beth Conway. All right, back here with Beth Conway and some of your work now. Well, we've had your work all morning, but some of your pottery, which I'm really excited about. And you opened a studio recently in March, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Can you tell me about that and how that process was?
Sure.
Especially coming out of the pandemic.
So we opened a studio, my husband and I.
Okay.
It's a home-based studio we transformed our garage space.
Oh, nice. Oh, so it's at home.
Yes.
That's nice.
And so it's about 10 minutes from downtown Corning.
Okay.
And so it's open to the community for people to sign up for beginner lessons. And
That's what I would need.
we also have just the equipment and space for people to come in and do their own creations and just have a spot to let their creative juices flow.
That's awesome. Like self-expression. That's what it's been all about this whole summer doing this segment. So that's really cool.
Yes.
That I haven't heard about anything in the area where you're just open to come and
Yes.
have at it if you want to.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Cool. Well, I can't wait to talk more about that because there's more coming up. But that's so stick with us again through 7. We have Beth Conway and the pottery. Back here with Beth Conway again this morning, having a lot of fun. And I want to know, why do you like pottery so much? Like why? Yeah, tell me about that. Why you like it?
Sure. There's a lot of things I like about it. It's very metaphorical to life, but pottery, to me, it's an antidote to the culture. We live in a very hurried society where we want everything fast, easy, convenient, and you just can't have fast, easy, and convenient when you're working with pottery. There's several steps in the process from beginning to end, and if you hurry any of those steps, the clay is going to rebel, it's going to slump, it's going to explode in the kiln, and so for me, it slows me down and helps me to get centered.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people need, is to get centered and slow down their brain too, and just like calm down. Which I know we got a lot of last year during the pandemic, but it's nice. You get so caught up in the hustle and bustle, so that's amazing. And I think I want to come try it out.
Okay.
Exactly. Well, again, stick with us because you're going to tell us where we can find, because you have it for sale right on Market Street, correct?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. All right. Well, stick with us to find out where that is coming out. All right, Beth. Well, tell us where we can find your work, find the pottery, because you have it for sale again right on Market Street.
I do. So I am at Finger Lakes Unique right down at 99 Market Street.
Okay.
And I also have some work at Downtown Grind in Elmira, and I will be dropping some pieces off today at Millport Landing.
You're all over.
And you can always, I can always do commissions. So
are you figuring commissions? Now, what is your website?
It is www.bethany'sheart.com, my name.
And that is the studio?
That's the studio website.
But that's where you could also find commissions? Is that how they
yes.
contact you?
They can contact me through there. I've got my email, phone number.
And everything.
Facebook.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Because I'm going to put that up on our website, again, after mytwintears.com, after we wrap up here, so they can find, if you're interested in any commission work done by Beth Conway, you can find it that way. Again, stick with us. We're going to say bye after the break. Well, Beth, thank you so much for sharing everything with us today. It's been a pleasure to get to know you and to see some of your work and everything.
Thank you for having me.
It's been so nice. So again, Beth Conway, again, go to our website, mytwintears.com, after the show, and you can find where you can find Beth's work and everything, and where to find all the pottery, and it's exciting. So thank you again so much for joining us, and happy weekend, and we're going to send you off with some more of Beth's work.